Yeah, so I'm Sahjan Kooner, and I'm like a video installation person. So I don't know, like some people describe what I do as art making. I sometimes use that term. But sometimes I think what I'm really doing is reorganizing different forms of like socialities or socializing. I'm really interested in people and what people do, and how people live, like when fantasize through their living about other worlds they could possibly go to. I've just been thinking a lot about that in terms of like the conditions of life we all live through right now. Yeah, that's kind of who I am, and I've been kind of making things for a while now, just for like 2 years, 2 3 years, just trying to figure out what yeah, like how my work can evolve and how it can work. I'm really just interested in working with more people. Like I really like people a lot.
Hello, my name is Mickey Angel. I am a spoken word artist, poet, and person of many other talents from Bilston, Wolverhampton, England.
My name is Leanne and I am an artist, maker, and now I work freelance supporting arts administration and access support across the West Midlands.
So I was like born here, but I was raised abroad. I was raised in South Germany, where my mom met my dad there, and we were raised there. So I was raised in South Germany, and yeah, it was really lovely. Like it was a really beautiful city, and there were just lovely people there. Not like taking away from Wolverhampton, but my mom and me and my sister moved back here like in maybe 1999 and 2000, just the millennium. And I went to so basically I stayed here until college in Wolverhampton, and then went to college in Birmingham, and then went to you kind of did a weird thing where I went to university for a year on a foundation in London, and then I took grant money and ran off to the US, and I lived in America for a year. That was really cool. I met some really lovely people there, and then I came back to finish my degree in London. But then I've been basically back and forth really between Wolverhampton and London. But for the last 4 years, I've been in Wolverhampton, and it's just been really amazing being here. I'm close to family as well and friends, so it's just that's how long I've been here basically. Yeah.
I've been living in Wolverhampton for around a year. I came here during the autumn of the first pandemic year. I have been working from home and am fortunate enough to have a studio in my attic, which has given me a much needed space to work and to develop.
I've been living in Wolverhampton for all my life, actually. I was born in Wolverhampton. The hospital I was born in was in Wolverhampton. I grew up in Wolverhampton. Even my schools I was in, it was roughly, according to my memory, in Wolverhampton. So I've been living here, even though in like different areas, all my life basically.
I live near to the Wolves ground, with my street corresponding to one of the routes a lot of supporters take to get there on match days. I really enjoy the hustle and bustle of supporters passing through, talking, laughing and being united under the same banner. There's a sense of togetherness as I hear the sound amplify through the street, and you can always tell what the outcome of the match is by the collective tone of the people passing through. I'm not a big follower of football, and I don't support a specific club, but I really enjoy the togetherness that exudes up and down my street on match day. Not pride, but rather happiness that through these dark past few years, people are still brought together.
I think like what really made me proud was, well, it just made me really happy seeing it more than anything, was when there were like last year in India, there were a lot of protests for farmers' rights, and I was like my family were over there doing the work, and it was really hard to be here, like here. I didn't know what I could do. I didn't know what I could do with my body or anything. But it was really interesting seeing like all the local gurdwaras and people's houses, and then just in the Midlands and specifically in Wolverhampton, I think, seeing them have the same like kind of flyers, but also like flags and solidarity statements. Here, I was just like, this is something like when we think of the diaspora or whatever that is, I always think, well, we like to talk about it through like a representational lens, but we rarely ever talk about it through like a political lens anymore, which I thought was quite weird, because I saw those flags and walking around, I was going, these people are still linked to this other space-time thing, and they're all like trying to like show, yeah, like what solidarity looks like when distance is involved, basically, like a really big distance. So they were all, yeah, it was all in Wolverhampton, and I mean that's what I saw here, and seeing so many of them going down the road and seeing other people having them up. It kind of was weird because you reconceptualized your whole idea of space and time, because then you realized, oh, this person is from like maybe an hour and a half away from me in India, and this person's probably 10 minutes drive, and all these things were happening. So it made me think that Wolverhampton, like, I don't know, like as far as ways we were from the other side, we were also weirdly entangled together in this space here. So the city sort of became like an antenna, really, to like host all of us for a moment. So it's been yeah, and the fact that the train from the station goes everywhere. So there's two things I'm proud of.
A moment that I have that made me proud to live in Wolverhampton was back in 2021, back in September. Currently at this time, I'm part of a art collective called the Asylum Art Studios. Well, the Asylum Art Collective, they have studios and the gallery and the quarter, and this event takes place in the quarter, which is like, you know, near Darlington Street, not where the old bridalwear shop used to be. Back in September, I believe on the 10th, so Friday, I was invited to take part in a show called Big Trouble in Little Wolves, where there was art, music from both, you know, members of the collective, and I myself was able to perform some poems there, and the love I got from that one night was insane and amazing, and it made me so proud to be part of Wolverhampton, because I was really nervous, surprisingly, which was weird too, because I'm never nervous. So when I came on, right, everyone was so comforting, and they all really, really loved me performing and my poems. And afterwards, after I finished performing, I had people come up to me like telling me that, you know, your poetry was really good, I really loved your stuff, and they really gave me such a massive amount of love, and it was mad, insane, and mental.
Common sense will tell you that intelligence doesn't come in the form of an accent, so that's dismissed already. Wolverhampton is a great place with great people, and when you're there, you will feel like you're in the friendliest environment ever, from the accent alone.
I would summarise Wolverhampton in one word, and that would be endurance.
Maybe like celestial, celestial, because I think that it's just a really it's just a really special place compared to like a lot of places in England I've been to.
If I had to describe Wolverhampton in one word, I'm not going to go for something. I go for something like generic, like home, because it's my home. But okay, I'll go for the word unity, because whatever I've got doing in Wolverhampton, it's always, you know, something related to unity. Like again, Big Trouble in Little Wolves, that show I was on, unity was there for, like, you know, the people behind the actual event, the people working the actual event, and like the love I got from it as well, it was unity everywhere. And I also remember going to the Molyneux with my brother and my dad to watch a match where Wolves won, and the unity there for the crowd was just so insane, and everything against the away team, and it was fun. It really was. And even when I'm on my own, like just shopping through Wolverhampton and the Manda Centre, I still feel like I'm part of Art of Unity, because I'm never alone, because I always like have, you know, memories of, you know, fun times with Wolverhampton, and it's fun. It generally is fun. It's the reason why one of my poetry names is, and will always be, the Wolver Wonder.